Welcome back to the Bearded Hermit. In this week's video, I'm digging out my building materials from the snowbank. I'm adding 2x4s to the south roof line. And I start installing the second story deck. For 3 days, the weather warmed up into the mid-40s, and the snow and ice really started melting down. It was the perfect time to dig out my posts to build the second story A-frame. They have been buried for a while now. I had covered them up the best I could, but they still got a little snow on them. I'm doing my best not to slip on all the ice. When ice gets water on it, well, it's slicker than a greased up pig and not the safest. I'm also looking up to make sure the ice hanging from the roof doesn't come down on my head. Well, I got the last 21 10-foot posts dug out of the snow outside and brought them in here to dry out. Started a fire here to melt all the snow and ice and to try to dry them out. And we'll see how much more I can get dug out of the snow. The weather got cold again and snowed about an inch. I get to clearing off the subfloor best way I can, but all the water froze to the plywood, so it's going to be crunchy for a while. Honestly, spring cannot come fast enough. I'm so tired of all this snow. But up north here in Michigan, it can snow until the end of April, so I shouldn't get my hopes up. Man, 2 days ago it was 45 degrees. And now, last night it was -4. And today it's barely 12 degrees. Everything's in a deep freeze again, with a little bit of snow. But it cleaned up fast. I dig out some 12-foot 2x4s and drive them down to the cabin. These will be placed horizontally every 2 feet on the roof line of the A-frame. I mark my line starting from the top 2x4 and work my way down. The length of the cabin, including the covered deck, is 32 feet. Just the right length to use 2 12-foot and 1 8-foot 2x4s to go end to end. I don't even need to cut them. This also makes it easier to stagger all my joints. I start screwing them on with a trusty clamp to help me. I can't stress more the importance of using clamps when working alone. They are the extra hand you need when working.
And here we go. The south wall on the first floor A-frame has all its 2x4s on it, and the steel roofing will screw directly to it. It's pretty cold right now, so I am definitely going in.
I went to get some building materials from Menards to build the upper deck. Their green lumber lasts a long time. Some of their green wood I remember installing over 30 years ago in the lake as part of the pier for the boat, and it's still holding up just fine. I drive the tractor down the road and unload everything. And then it decided to warm up to 46 degrees and the sun came out. Too beautiful of a day to wear a heavy coat. I'm cutting a green 2x6 to fit between the green A-frame posts to build the deck out in front of the loft bedroom. I'm pre-drilling the holes and toe-nailing them in. I brought out some sawhorses to make a table to work and cut off of. My days of working on the floor are over. I marked my lines every 16 inches on the overhead posts and start screwing them in. This really was a beautiful day. After months of winter and snow, I was starting to get cabin fever. Building the A-frame has been a lot of hard work, but days like today make it worthwhile. To be building a deck off my future bedroom that I will have many beautiful mornings on relaxing, watching the creek and wildlife, and evenings watching the sunset. These are 12-foot deck boards and need to be cut down a few inches to fit up on the deck. I brought out my power station on this warm day and it's working great. Charging batteries and running my saw. I start bringing all the deck boards up top to be installed.
Well, I'm up on the second story deck. Nice, beautiful day. And this is my view. Have to next week I'll have to finish this next section here, put all the deck boards up here, and then screw them all down.
This is the end of the video. As always, stay safe out there, and remember, life can be good sometimes.